on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked? Bella Verita, welcome back from South Africa. Word on the street is that it's Jan Paxman's Heart of Influence as we explore the superpower of integrous influence in the world, because everything happens after one word, the word yes. Before we get to all that, Bella, who's here today?
Sean, we definitely have some extraordinary heart-centered, growth-minded individuals here today for Jan Paxman's Heart of Influence. And first, from St. Petersburg, Florida, a trailblazer at the intersection of health and technology with decades of experience leading transformative healthcare initiatives, the former chief medical director at WebMD, and now the chief med officer at a 9-figure organization driving change in primary care, recently founded an AI company empowering small businesses through cutting-edge automation, creating scalable growth and meaningful impact. Let's welcome to the show, Dr. Michael Smith.
What's up, Doc, and how shall we refer to you today? Warm welcome to the Heart of Influence.
Michael works just fine.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Michael, Plato, the Greek philosopher, a dear friend of Jan's and Bella Verita's, said play a game with me for an hour, and we're going to learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. So, Michael, we kick this game off with a headline fun fact. A lot of pressure, Michael, because Bella's got the Gong Show Chuck Barris gong if we move into a story. So, for example, Bella Verita flew from South Africa to New Jersey to Houston to Colorado, all in the course of 48 hours. That would be a headline fun fact. A not headline fun fact in a gongable story would be, well, I really love my sister. You know, we were little, ... all the way to South Africa, gong story. So it's a proud moment, shocking moment, surprising moment, fun moment, Michael. Any moment that would make us say in a headline, Michael, no way. So Michael, please, what is your headline fun fact?
Well, the first thing that comes immediately to mind is that my mother and my grandmother are French, and I used to go spend weeks on end traveling, walking around Paris, France, going up the Eiffel Tower, just being a kid roaming around the streets of Paris.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Congratulations. And also, by the way, not confused about your role and place in the impact of healthcare, the world, the intersections of technology. Congratulations on all you've done, Michael, and welcome to the Heart of Influence.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bella Verita, Michael's in the building. Come on.
Michael's in the building. And next up, we're going to League City, where my oldest childhood girlfriend happens to be, dedicated for over 30 years to health and wellness, guiding others towards positive, sustainable lifestyle improvements. Professional athlete and fitness leader committed to helping individuals achieve goals while honoring personal uniqueness, business partner and wellness advocate aligned with organizations that prioritize individual needs, goals, and personal growth. Let's welcome to the show, Darlene, Amy.
Darlene, warm welcome to the Paxman Heart of Influence, and please, your headline fun fact.
My fun fact is I am terrified of heights. I am terrified to be out of control in a car. And just a few years back, I went on a car rally with 30 other sports cars, and we traveled through the mountains through 4 major cities in Colorado. Wow. And I did great.
Beautiful thing. So appreciate you. And so what I'm clear on is like we're not bungee jumping together. Is this true, Darlene?
No, I'm a great videographer. I will video you. I do great at that.
Let's go. No bungeeing, zip lining with Jan. Come on, Bella. I mean, Darlene.
No,
let's go.
And then, Darlene, I have one question that we're not supposed to ask, but I'm doing it anyway. Any chance you know a Rebecca Dorman Martinez there in League City?
Rebecca Martinez? I know that name.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh my God. Okay. League City
it's a small area. Like her and her kids are.
Yeah, Darlene, it's just one of Bella's friends she got arrested with in childhood. It's all good.
Hey, that's okay. There's grace, right?
I'm totally kidding. So
that's not true. That's not true because Rebecca's family, Sean, actually is the family that took me in when my dad was in Desert Storm.
Oh wow.
That's how long we've been friends.
That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yeah.
Yes, so stop picking on me. All right.
You stop picking on me.
No, I'm going to pick on you double now.
Okay.
We're going to Ogden, Utah. A passionate entrepreneur and health coach has empowered over 400 clients to achieve sustainable health and lasting transformation. From health coach to marketer for nationally known virtual and in-person platform, 7 years in human acceleration space, now focused on business mentoring, offering digital marketing systems that elevate herself and her clients to live optimal lives in health and wealth. Let's welcome to the show, Alicia Simon.
Alicia, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence, and please, your headline fun fact.
A fun fact about me is this past year I've really got into human design, and if you don't know what that is, sorry, but if you know, you know. But it's kind of like a personality blueprint based on your birth info. My birthday is on the 4th of July, is another fun fact, but it means I'm a manifesting generator, which basically I like to start 5 different projects at once, and unless reminded, I'll probably forget about all but 2. So.
Bella, why are you laughing, Bella?
Sean, you be quiet. I don't even want to hear it. I'm going to introduce the next person. I don't even want to hear what you have to say about that.
Why are you reading my mind and laughing, Bella Frida? So, Alicia, wonderful job. Warm welcome. Bella, I don't know what you're thinking. Lucy, let's go.
Yes, you stop it right now. You stop thinking whatever you're thinking and clean out your brain. Next up from Happy Valley, Oregon, leadership role in health and wellness company, guiding over 3,500 coaches and generating significant monthly revenue. 17 years of leadership focusing on health, personal growth, and empowering others through impactful systems, committed to making an impact in business and life while being a devoted husband and father. Let's welcome to the show, Brad Miller.
Thanks, Alex. Great to be here.
Brad, warm welcome to the Paxman Heart of Influence today, and please, your headline fun fact.
Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to think about that. It's on the spot. I would say probably fun fact about me is I was a state chess champion when I was in elementary school. A lot of people don't know that about me.
Dude, that's impressive. Do you play online chess?
No, I don't play anymore at all. I went into middle school and just never decided to play again for some reason.
All right, so I'm going to go with a quick corollary fun fact for this. So my son never played chess, was never coached and trained in chess in any way, shape, or form. Started playing online chess, just trying to learn, and within 2 years had a 2,000 rating on chess.com. Is that a unique curve or no?
From what I understand, that sounds pretty amazing to me. So
he had never seen a steeper curve of chess improvement on any like the profiles he ever saw. So
my chess years predate the internet and that kind of ranking system. So I'm going to say that sounds great.
This is cool. All right, let's have a chess showdown, Bella Verita. Let's go. You know, I have no idea how to play chess, so I won't be part of it, and I'm blind. Bella, let's go.
Let's go. I bet somehow though, even if you're blind, I bet you would still somehow win. Because like as long as you can like feel the pieces, I think you can figure it out. And knowing you in your skill set, you would probably still win, and I would end up mad throwing chess pieces at you. So
I heard the SH start and then you shifted. So excellent work, Bella. Let's go.
Next up, we are going to Round Rock, Texas. Best-selling author, keynote speaker, masterful teacher, and strategist guiding others to impactful branding and design. Helps individuals and organizations create engaging content, overcome mental blocks, and connect easily with ideal audiences. Extensive background in business and technology, passionately empowering trailblazers to spread their message and inspire possibilities. Let's welcome to the show, Trisha LeCompte.
Trisha, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence, and please, your headline fun fact.
Yeah, so fun fact, I met Jan at a mastermind event in Utah. We drove from Texas to Utah and with my husband, and on the way back, we stopped in where that place was where you go skydiving, that really big place. So he blindfolded me and he was like, surprise, we're going skydiving. And I thought it was indoor skydiving because I would never really jump out of a plane, but I ended up jumping out of a plane that day. So amazing.
Wow. Congratulations. That is a super cool fun fact. So like no idea and that you're up in a plane, out you go.
Yep.
Wow. Bella Verita, that is definitely a super fun fact. Let's go.
That is a super fun fact. I don't know how I would feel about being blindfolded and shoved out of an airplane, but I guess you're still married, so I guess that worked out. Welcome, Trish, to the Heart of Influence. And the woman that brought us all together here today, Sean Callaghy from American Fork, Utah, a registered nurse who built a thriving wellness practice over 15 years, empowering people to reclaim confidence, vitality, and health. Currently expanding through influence, mastery, and medical revenue recovery with Unblinded, embracing extraordinary growth and deeper learning and a transformative path to elevating life and impact. Devoted to a beautiful family of 8 children, 13 grandchildren to date, inspired to build a lasting legacy of love, purpose, and contribution. Let's welcome to our show, Jan Paxman.
Jan, it is wonderful to share the space. Thank you for bringing these folks together, creating value, creating impact as you do, Jan. This is a growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous woman who is, in fact, committed to mastery. So, Jan, please, your headline fun fact.
Well, Trisha, you and I have a similar fun fact. When we were with our family in Hawaii several years ago, my 6 boys, I have 6 sons and 2 daughters, they drug me down to the North Shore and hoisted me into an airplane, and we went and skydove over the ocean. Wow. So that was like, my boys said, Mom, when will you ever get another chance to skydive with your sons over the ocean? And I did it.
Wow.
So.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Did you land in the water, Jan?
No, it was right next to it. We were guided back to this little place, right.
Yeah, because imagine like you go through all of that, you survive the skydive, and you get eaten by a tiger shark.
It was something, I'll tell you.
Yeah, amazing. So excellent job, Jan. And shall we do the things?
She's ready to do the thing, Sean.
Bella Verita, this woman, I'll do the introducing. This woman started her career in influence as an 8-year-old on her parents' front lawn selling crafts. By the age of 19, she put 3 words together. They don't go together, except in her case, teenager, network marketing, and $1 million business. 24, 25, 26 years old, she's three-peating like Michael Jordan, except not in hoops, but instead is Nevada's #1 business broker, business brokerage, male-dominated industry. She's the first woman ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker, and the youngest person, take that dudes, male or female, ever to be #1, let alone to three-peat at 24, 25, and 26. She then said, I can handle the big gals and guys, starts training Fortune 500 companies and entrepreneurs. In fact, in 2019, every sales team Bella Verita worked with doubled their sales. Skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer in the most extreme of conditions. Maybe she learned it from a blind man, maybe from YouTube. It better be a blind man this week and this month. Then she became a philanthropist with the Unblinded team, raising $10 million for charity. And this 2-time, about to be 3-time published author publicly battled and defeated cancer in 2023. So it is my honor and privilege to welcome to Jan Paxman's Heart of Influence, the woman who in her 1800th episode of this show, yes, I said 1800 in front of almost 9,000 people now, put the heart in the Heart of Influence, the one, the only, Bella Verita! Miss Bella Verita, you were missed on your journey to South Africa. Warm welcome back, and please, your headline fun fact.
Thank you so much, Sean and team. And yes, into human design. I have dove out of airplanes with Sean. I did just get back from an African safari where I saw elephants and zebras and hippopotamuses and rhino. But I am going to go with the fun fact that since I did arrive today, my 3-year-old niece is going to be coming home from school in about 20 minutes. And so we could have a guest appearance from a little 3-year-old on the Heart of Influence, because I don't know, Sean, if I'm going to be able to resist if she's knocking on the door to turn her away. So
of course.
That is my fun fact for today.
Yes. And the fun fact is that we have had your 3-year-old niece surfing as a 2-year-old in Long Beach Island before her 3rd birthday. So that's also fun.
That is
so
great.
let's go. Come on, stop lollygagging, Belle.
I'm going to stop lollygagging and I'm going to introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more certainty than Sean Callagy. He is a world champion. I don't even know what the heck I'm saying. The man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Becky at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around speaking on stages, he's an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million for charity. And this year, he became the first, the only self-funded blind unicorn company. Let's welcome to the show, the one, the only, Sean Callagy.
Thank you, Belle. Thank you. Deep appreciation. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And I'm going to go with this as my headline fun fact. I failed freshman high school geometry for the year, and that I am a blind man that has taught sighted people to ski in blizzards down double black diamonds, to surf in hurricanes, and to scuba dive in shark-infested waters. So that's my headline fun fact for today.
That is a super fun fact, Sean Callagy. And I am so glad that you have lived to tell about them all today.
Well, I am super grateful for that. And Belle, who's going first on Jan's Heart of Influence?
John, I think we're going to have Darlene go first.
Darlene, listen, we had a little bit of energy, a little bit of fun, a little tongue-in-cheekness, but we're dealing with some very serious business now. What we're doing, Darlene, is we're exploring the only human attainable superpower. And of course, that is the ability to influence folks and cause, yes, but not just any influence, pitching, hooking, closing, yuck. Who wants that? Jordan Belfort meets Wolf of Wall Street? Not here. What we're talking about is when heart-centered, sophisticated people get together and a yes, Darlene, and all should happen. How do we get through all the noise, all the pitches, all the hooks, all the closing to say yes and cause yes when it should happen with integrity. That's what the show's all about. So Darlene, to illustrate this, Bella's going to be anybody you want her to be. She could be an ideal client, a charitable fundraising partner. Heck, she could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, anyone you'd want her to be. It could be a leadership, yes, management, yes, recruitment, yes, fundraising, for profit, not for profit, marketing, or selling, yes. It doesn't have to be any type of yes specifically, and it doesn't even have to be a final yes. It could just be a yes, Darlene, to have a longer conversation. So please, Darlene, who would you like Bella to be that you're going from hello to yes with?
I would love for you to be a nonprofit entrepreneur.
Bella, you are a nonprofit entrepreneur. Fitz, let's go.
All right. Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. This is Darlene. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, Darlene. How about yourself?
I am amazingly blessed.
What can I do for you today? Jan said that you were going to be calling, but I only have like a couple of minutes, and I didn't quite get what it was about.
Yes, absolutely. I have heard a little bit more about what you do, and it really intrigued me. And I would just love to spend some time with you and get to know a little bit more about what you do.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. I started a nonprofit about 3 years ago in the space of bullying to improve bullying efforts in schools and to educate schools and students in bullying, and we've done that for about 3 years now.
Oh, amazing, amazing. That is wonderful. I would love to even hear more about that. Maybe see how we can connect, and even kind of there's some value add that I can help you with, because that sounds like you're really making an impact in the world.
Yeah, what is it? What is it that you do? 'Cause she just said, Jan's like, you got to meet Darlene, you got to talk to her, but she didn't really say much about what it is that you do.
I'm involved in the health and wellness space. So basically, I share a website with individuals just to make health a lot easier for people all around the world, both in the youth, in the older, everything in between. So yeah, that's what I do.
Wow, that's awesome. And how do you help or work with nonprofits?
With nonprofits, sometimes there's just a way for us to make an impact, whether it's through fundraising, whether it's through having a different presence, whether it be in a school, in a church, just different things like that. And we just bring awareness from that point.
And what do you mean, like awareness? I'm still like a little confused. I'm not sure what it is that we can do together. So how do you help them? Like, what's the outcome, I guess?
Sure. So like, say from a nonprofit standpoint, sometimes people don't really understand the mission. They don't understand, what they're trying to do. And we just help bring a bigger presence so that we help people understand exactly what, the impact that they're trying to make.
So do you do branding?
We do not do branding, but from like a health and wellness space, we just create different ways to just kind of bring them into different spaces that maybe they might have a harder time getting into.
So you like help book speaking engagements?
We can do that. Just depends on the environment. It just depends on the person that we're talking to.
Got it. Okay, well, I'm not super clear on what it is that we can do together, but I'll circle back around with Jan and maybe see what ideas that she had, and we'll see where we can go from there.
Okay, all right, that sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Darlene. Fantastic job. We'll get to the feedbackers in just a moment. But next up, we have Michael. And Michael, who would you like for me to be?
Oh, why don't you be a small business entrepreneur who runs a online yoga platform?
Fantastic. I'll channel my sister. Hello, this is Bella.
Hey, Bella, how are you doing? This is Michael Smith.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
Very good. Good to chat with you. Appreciate you taking a few minutes to get to know each other.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you calling. Unfortunately, I only had a couple minutes, but what can I do for you?
Couple minutes is more than enough. This really was just meant to be a kind of a first touch point. My main goal is really just to learn more about you, really who you are, what makes you tick, and to better understand how there might be, if we explore a little bit more, an opportunity to actually help each other and work together.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I've been a yoga teacher now for over a decade. And when COVID started or when COVID happened, created an online platform and an online community. And, we did very well here in the Conroe area all during COVID and, probably thereafter. But things have kind of died down a little bit, now that the world is back to normal, if you will. And so things began to kind of, slow down. And I feel like we've hit kind of a plateau.
I get it. COVID was crazy good for some things and some businesses, but afterwards it definitely turned things around. But I'm kind of curious, why yoga? What inspired you to get into that area of wellness?
I was in corporate America and worked for a big marketing and architectural firm, and just got really burnt out. And some a friend of mine was super stressed at work, and I was drinking a lot. And a friend of mine introduced me to yoga, and I fell in love with it, and ended up quitting my corporate job and becoming a teacher and started traveling the world and teaching. And then I got booted out of Bali and came back to Texas and ended up having me or marrying my high school sweetheart and having some babies.
Well, I have a feeling the story about you getting booted out of Bali is going to take us more than 2 minutes, so we'll explore that later. I'm kind of curious, what really inspired you to take your passion for yoga, though, to create a online platform like that? What were you looking to accomplish? What was your goal around that?
My goal was I wanted to, now that I've had babies, I wanted to be able to be home with them more, and raise them while they were toddlers and be at home.
Yeah. So the funny thing is what you describe, I hear from so many other small business leaders that are struggling with basically just getting the word out about who they are, what they do, and connecting with the right people. And that's what I help people do. I just help you connect with the right people at the right time.
Sounds interesting. Definitely, I'm curious. Would like to know more. I got to run at the current moment, but would love to schedule a longer meeting and see what is exactly we could do together.
Sounds fantastic. Look forward to it.
Awesome. Great job, Michael. Great job, Darlene. Welcome back, Sean. Your hair and makeup looks great.
You're so ridiculous. Yes, great job, Darlene. Great job, Michael, for sure. It's time for the feedbacking, Bella Verita.
Feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Darlene or Michael, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then what is one word on how they just left you feeling? Like, what's that one word on how they left you feeling? So let's kick it off with Trisha. Trisha, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Darlene Lee?
Yeah, so Darlene was very warm. I love how she started off the conversation and being really interested in you and wanting to learn more. What I think she could have done better is really paint a clear picture of how the two of them could partner and what they could do, just so it paints a picture in the other person's mind to see a need.
Nice. And one word of how Trisha Darlene left you feeling.
I love her smile, so I'm just pleasant.
Ah, pleasant. That is the first time, by the way, Darlene and Trisha, everyone has said a participant left them feeling pleasant. It's beautiful. Bella Verita?
That is beautiful. Let's go, Brad. Brad, how about your 30 seconds of feedback from Michael?
Yes, it was great actually for hearing from both. But Michael was great. I really liked the way that he took the time to get to know you. It's actually a big passion of mine, and that he seemed very authentic in those questions. He's a great attentive listener. And I thought it was great how we connected the dots at the very end. Wasn't quite exactly sure what exactly he did, but I got the basic idea from what he did there with his last 30 seconds he had at the very end.
Awesome. And Brad, one word of how Michael left you feeling.
I mean, one word is hard. I would say compound word, authentically polished. I thought it was really great.
Cool. Thank you for that, Brad. Great job. Michael, Bella.
Authentically polished. That is interesting. Let's go. Alicia, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Darlene, please?
I thought Darlene sounded super sweet and kind and somebody that would work with a nonprofit. Just that very passionate, caring voice. I don't know if that's really a thing, but that's what I attribute it to. I wasn't quite sure where things were going or what exactly was being offered. But overall, I thought that she just had a good energy about her and she did come across as confident. One word I would describe just upbeat, positive.
Nice. Well, thank you for that, Alicia. Got some upbeat, positive. Bella, you're upbeat and positive too. When you're not mad at me. Let's go.
That is true. And I haven't been mad at you in like the last 10 minutes. So how lucky for you?
I'm so happy. Yes.
Day's not over. Let's go, Jan. Jan, how about your 30 seconds of feedback from Michael, please?
All right. I enjoyed how you asked questions, Michael, to kind of get more clarity to see what this what Bella was all about and to kind of form that foundation. And you also were very excited about the possibilities of connecting. Like I wasn't exactly sure how that connection could happen, but you really laid that foundation for it to happen. So
nice. Love it. And one word of how you were left feeling.
I think it was engaged, like engaging.
Cool.
Like, there's some possibility there.
All right, let's go. And Jan, there's some possibility that Bella's gonna like bite a little bit and put me on the hot seat. So please be nice to me. Bella, over to you.
He was really mean to me yesterday. Jan.
Are you out of your mind?
Jan, I was out of the country for 10 days. And when he picked me up at the airport, he was going to be on the phone the entire time for picking me up. So this is payback now. I might have been stretching that truth out a little bit, but we're going to go with it. So Jan, for payback for him even thinking about being on the phone when he picked me up, we're going to punish him for even thinking about it. As you know, this is the time in the show that we get to put Sean on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about because I have been cooking them up as the show's been going on. You get to choose what scenario Sean goes from hello to yes on. You can change anything about the scenarios or you can scrap them all together and come up with something much harder yourself. And for today, I have option number 1 is I thought Sean could role play Alicia going from hello to yes with President Trump on having a human design consultant to help him run the country better and be able to talk to other diplomats and understand their human design as well. Because I think understanding human design is very important for running our company, running our country. So that is option number 1. Option number 2 is I thought Sean could role play Coach Darlene with one of her swim students who wants to quit swimming. And Sean is going to play Darlene, convincing that student not to quit and to keep to stay on the swim team. So that is option number 2. And then option number 3, I thought Sean could role play Michael, going from hello to yes with my sister Casey, who is a yoga instructor, who does have kids, who did get kicked out of Bali, and does run a yoga practice and to help, and who we just came back from South Africa because she went a 2-week yoga retreat in South Africa. And so Sean could role play Michael, going from hello to yes with my sister Casey. So those are the 3 options that I have for you today, Jan. Any of those tickle your fancy?
Oh, I think I'm going to have to go with number 1. That one sounds pretty interesting. So let's do it.
Fantastic. And so, Jan, if Sean is going to play Alicia, who's going to play President Trump?
Jan, you're supposed to be nice to me.
Sean, you'll think twice about ever being on the phone to pick me up at the airport again.
Okay, I need to step into integrity. So I'm laying in bed. Bella's in her lay down bed and her sister in her lay down beds coming back from South Africa, perhaps thanks to yours truly. And she's like, you're going to pick me up at the airport, right? I'm like, of course. And she's like, you're not going to be on the phone, are you? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. She's like, well, if you're going to be picking up the phone, I'm flying straight back to Denver. I'm like, why? What is happening? So yes, this is an entirely I Love Lucy Ricky moment for sure. So Bella, please, who is going to be President Trump?
Jan, who we throwing into the President Trump role?
Well, I don't know. I thought you said Alicia, but if she doesn't want to, maybe Brad will.
I'm game.
Brad is game. I can feel Brad's like, I'm ready to give Sean a hard time. This is not going to be easy. Now, Sean, do you even understand what human design is?
I think I have enough. Not really, but we'll see. Okay, so hello, is President Trump available?
Yes, this is President Trump. It's pretty much the most incredible president ever. And yes, I'm here.
Yes. So hi, this is Alicia, and we had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is still a good time for you, Mr. President?
Yes, it's probably the best time that it's ever been. Everyone's saying it's the best time of the day right now. So yeah, let's absolutely do it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that, sir. And Mr. President, I know you are the greatest president ever. And I'm very clear on how busy you are. And quite frankly, I'm a little surprised that you accepted this conversation in the first place. Your team did. I think it's amazing. I'm so grateful. But Mr. President, honoring the 3 minutes with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go, may I ask what even prompted you to accept this conversation in the first place?
Well, it's pretty much the busiest day in the world here, and everyone agrees that it's the busiest day here. It's probably the busiest day that it's ever been, but my secretary set aside time and said I needed to talk to you, and so she's a fantastic secretary, and so I saw it on my schedule, and I took the phone call.
Okay, and so Mr. President, do you have any idea what this conversation's about?
No idea.
Okay, but you do trust your secretary in setting this up. Am I hearing you correctly, sir?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And Mr. President, I've heard you speak. I've heard all the things. So what I'm clear on is you desire to have your presidency be the greatest presidency in the history of this country and for the United States to be the greatest nation on earth. Mr. President, am I aligned with hearing you correctly on those are your outcomes?
Yes, those are the outcomes I'm looking for.
Anything else I should know, Mr. President?
Nope, that's the biggest goal there.
Thank you. So from that place, may I share in the final minute and a half or so we have a couple of quick things, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So President Trump, as crazy as this may sound, there's actually a math, an energy, a science that governs how things work. Some people would falsely project it into like the land of fortune telling, but in fact, it's called human design. And what this is all about, Mr. President, is how you can understand the people around you, they can understand you better, and you can have less stress and more rapid acceleration to hitting the outcomes of putting America everywhere you want it to be. And of course, Mr. President, your presidency right up there on Mount Rushmore. Now, you don't need this. You're going to win. You're going to succeed anyway, Mr. President, because of who you are, what you've done and created. But what I'm offering, what I'm proposing, Mr. President, is a 30-minute conversation where we could do a complementary human design structure. We would do this complementary forever, either President of the United States. And in fact, Mr. President, I'm happy to sign NDAs, every confidentiality agreement. We are not trying to leverage your fame, your presidency, but in fact, Mr. President, I'm an American that wants to see this nation be every bit as successful as you. I believe in you, Mr. President, and I just want to add value to the presidency. Your secretary believed in this enough. You believe in her. Even if it sounds wackadoo and far-fetched, all I'm asking for is that 30-minute follow-up to demonstrate how real and powerful this is. And what if, Mr. President, this could be every bit as powerful as the United States military, sir? So all I'm asking for, Mr. President, and proposing to you is to serve, to give 30 minutes of your very precious time. How would it resonate with you, sir, or not, to have that 30-minute follow-up conversation so we can show you a tool that is as old as humanity, but still incredibly powerful. Please, sir.
Yes, I like the math there. I'm pretty much the best math person there ever was. Everyone agrees. It's the most fantastic math that has ever been done. And I have a great human design. So I would be the perfect person, pretty much the best person in human design that you could ever do. And everyone agrees on that. So yes, I would like to do that.
Yeah, I have no doubt, Mr. President. I'll set that up with your assistant, Mary. Have a blessed day, sir, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. At a roll, let's go. We'll come back to Brad. Brad did an outstanding job. And I want to make sure I'm saying, is it Alicia or Alicia?
It's Alicia.
Elisha, my apologies. So
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so
Right.
Elisha, my apologies. And I'm blind, of course, and Bella's dyslexic, so we are disabled squared. So yes, so Elisha, thank you so much for being here. Fantastic job today. My question is, how did I do as you speaking to the president about human design, and how was your experience on Jan's Heart of Influence today, Elisha?
And then Sean, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to be gone for a second.
Okay, yeah, so please, Elisha.
I would say you did a better job than I probably would in explaining everything. So I was very impressed.
Well, I mean, I'm not joking. Like, I'm not making that up. I'm not familiar with human design. I've heard the phrase, but was I at least like relatively tracking?
Yeah, I would say so. It lined up with me. I was like, oh, he knows his stuff.
Amazing. Well, thank you for that, Alicia. And how was your time today on Jan's Heart of Influence? We really appreciate you being here today.
It's been wonderful. There's a lot of, and Brad's acting skills are spot on. So lots of positivity. I love it.
Awesome. Yeah, Brad, let's go to Brad. Thank you, Alicia. Brad, really outstanding job. Picked up on the patterns. Very impressed of how you maintain them, and you had like varied application of those patterns into different statements you're making. So you like weren't being repetitive, but you maintained those beautiful patterns. So really outstanding job. Thank you. How do I do as Alicia? And how was your time today, Brad, on Jan's Heart of Influence?
Had a great time on the Heart of Influence. You were a fantastic Alicia. I loved a lot of things about it. You were very clear and concise and disarming when you started the conversation. You obviously knew where I was coming from enough to phrase phrase what you were sharing in context of something I want. You made what you offered about what I would want. I mean, even if I wasn't clear on that's what it was, you framed it in a way that's saying essentially like, yes, I would want that. You clarified by validating me and bringing it from not this just conversation to the next step in a very simple way that's easy to say yes to. And you basically very clearly outlined what you were talking to me about, how it could help me, and what would be the goal or what could be accomplished if we work together with the process that you do.
Awesome. And thank you, Brad. Received. Clearly, you're masterful in your communication and feedback. Really. See you and great job today. Appreciate your presence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Michael, thanks for being here. Great job as well. Never easy to be in the participant seat. You did it masterfully. And Michael, please, how was your time on Jan's Heart of Influence?
Yeah, I mean, I will say I honestly came here not knowing what to expect. So what I have really
Me
loved,
too, Michael. Me too.
I really did enjoy that interaction. Brad did an amazing job, but thank God I didn't get chosen for that. But Sean, what I loved is I could just tell how you were really extremely tapped in to President Trump and who he is, and playing to who he is, and understanding what he would want out of the situation, and helping him. Really, it's like you helped him understand why he needed you. Like it's like he almost had no other choice but to agree with you. So I thought that was really masterful. I loved that.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. And everything we talk about, Michael and all, is when yes should happen, right? So in this situation, my presumption is, and I'm not familiar with it, but I'm stepping into the truth that President Trump would benefit from a human design conversation. It's not something I'm fully familiar with. I accept that reality, I step into it, and away we go. My ability to sell like swampland is not effective, unless, of course, it was in Orlando to Walt Disney, because sometimes swampland, kind of works out. So great job, Michael. I appreciate it. Bella, have you returned from the Great Halo?
I have returned from the Great Halo.
And do you have a halo on your head, Bella?
Not yet, but I am ready to go scoop one back up. So we're going to wrap this show up.
All right, so let's go. So who have we not heard from as of yet, Bella, for how their time
Not hear from, first of all, Darlene, who kicked us off into participant seat, which is definitely not an easy spot to be, Darlene, but you did fantastic. And Darlene, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It's been incredible. I had zero idea of what to expect, and I like going first because you get it out of the way and it's done. And then you get to sit back and learn. And I felt like I learned even from people that were just impromptu learning stuff. Sean, I loved just everything you and Brad did. I loved how you led a person to an honest yes. You added value, you gave direction. I thought that was amazing. And just everybody kind of had a piece of that today. So I thought, hey, Michael, that was amazing. Your banter back and forth with Bella, if that's even the right word. I love that because that taught me something. So I really enjoyed today.
Thank you. Appreciate that. At the highest level, you did a wonderful job in the participant seat, Darlene. And thanks for seeing us. And we see you. Thank you. Bella.
And we will go to the woman who is still married after her husband blindfolded her and took her skydiving. Trisha, thank you. Absolutely phenomenal job kicking us off into the judge's seat, which is also not easy. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was amazing. I definitely feel like I'm in a higher energy, higher frequency because of this meeting. A lot of meetings are very like logical and just like straight to the point, but like I love the conversation. I really felt a lot of heart with everybody. So it's amazing.
Yeah, and Trisha, we had some fun. So thank you for seeing us. Great job as well, of course. And Trisha, we have fun saying this. Logical people are completely illogical because humans don't make decisions logically. They make them emotionally and justify them logically. So if you're logical and you want to have a successful life, then don't be logical. Am I making some sense?
Yes, I agree.
Thank you, Trisha, for sure. From that fun place, Jan, we are so grateful for you. Thank you for stepping into
Someone was saying hello.
Oh, Halo. What's up, surfer buddy? How are you? We need you back in Long Beach Island. We had Halo's birthday in Long Beach Island. She turned 3. She's so happy to be with Auntie Bella today. And Halo, so happy to see you, love you, and have fun with Auntie Bella.
And Halo's birthday is July 5th.
Yes, for the birthplace of America.
Birthday.
Yes. So
Okay, back to you, Sean.
Thank you, love you, Halo. Jan, your final. Amazing job bringing these people together today. Everybody definitely want to connect up. You certainly want to be talking to Jan. And Jan, please, your final.
Well, it is so fun to bring people who mean so much to me together in one space. And it is awesome to have them get to know a little bit more about what we're doing here in Unblinded, learning how to be more masterful in our process and our influence and in our self-mastery. Those are the things that I'm learning, and I'm loving that. And just the art of being integrous as I help others see the value in what I have. And so each one of these people has brought me so much value, and I love them so much. And it's been just great. You guys, thank you so much for coming. And it's so nice for them to get to know you, Sean, and you, Bella, and you, Halo. So guys, thanks so much. Appreciate you.
Jan. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. Masterful job. And Jan, what you're sharing just brings something up. Right before the show, we are developing what we call ACT-I, artificial intelligence agents. ACT-I, though, artificial intelligence plus formula agents at a speed, I'll sound crazy if I say this, beyond anything that's at Google, Microsoft, anywhere, like facts, because our standards are just what they are. And this formula, this work is what it is. So in like 11 seconds, actually 4 seconds, I'm like, nope, not good. Like there's like a closing energy, there's a push energy to the agent. No, like this is like this distinction. Our team is working around the clock, developing things that just don't exist on the planet because they're to be built in and on integrity. And that's what it is. And thank you all for being here today. We have some gifts for being here on behalf of Jan. And those gifts are not throwaways. They're not garbage. They're not funnel devices. Like we have your contact information anyway. They're really authentically for you. It includes a ticket to our immersion coming up through Jan. All good. It's for some of you, all of you, it's probably a plane flight. What I will share with you, if you want more, never have you been to anything like this. And I know that some of you live in what I call for fun, the mastermind capital of the planet, Utah. You have not seen this movie. I assure you, I put my reputation on it. And if any of you fly in for it and you're like, this was not worth my time, then I'm happy to pay for your plane ticket personally. That's my guarantee. Charlie Sheen, David Mizell, founder of Marvel Studios, Gary Vaynerchuk, Sugar Ray Leonard, some of the most remarkable people of impact and influence coming. Kevin Mayer, who acquired, are you ready for this? Lucasfilms, who acquired for Disney, Marvel Studios, who acquired and created the merger with Pixar. The guy that did all those things is also going to be one of our speakers. And the youngest billionaire woman in history through AI, 30-year-old self-made billionaire. Not self-funded, self-made billionaire. So if any of that resonates, great. If not, we have an ACTI agent conversation with one of our people there for you as well. Bella Verita, your final, so you give Halo more kisses and hugs. Over to you.
Yes, she's now informed me she needs some lipstick like me. So we've definitely got important things to go take care of.
Amen.
But I sat in the space of Michael and Darlene 5 years ago, and I too was invited to an event within a couple of weeks, and my life has never been the same. This is a journey for life and the ability to cause yes at the highest level. So first of all, Jan, just absolutely phenomenal bringing this group of individuals together. This is the first time you're meeting. Build your relationships from here because you never know where it can go. And if you're looking for more, definitely come see us in October. And Sean, back to you.
Yeah, the energy of this group, Jan, legit. Every show is online. You could look it up. I have not said this in a long time. I cannot think of a group that brought better energy than any group in 2025. And we've done hundreds and hundreds of Heart of Influence episodes this year. No group with better energy. That's a testament to you, Jan, and all of you being here today.
And definitely never been a better President Trump. That was
no way. Yeah, we've had President Trump before. Brad, not even close, dude. We've had a bunch of President Trumps, probably 20 times in, the 2,000 episodes we've done. Nobody close to you. Really fantastic job. I end every show by saying this. I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as to the possibilities for acceleration that sit right in front of all of us. With those possibilities for monetary, duplication, scaling, impact acceleration sitting right here, we can all use a little unblinding because right at the end of our nose with those suckers right there, the challenge is, Bella, that we are all blind.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Great job, Jan. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.